Okay, that's recording. I'm gonna mute myself till I finish this one, and then I'll jump back on with you guys. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Right.
So I think there's only a few people on, but that's okay. They can catch the replay link. So Jen invited me here today to talk to you guys about hey, Tara's on, to talk about VIP interaction. And so I wanted to start with first of all, if you don't have a VIP and you're brand new, like, it's okay. Like, we can help you with that, but don't think that you know, you have to have one right away. It's really good to have one, hey Tara, when you have already started like building your customer base, so we can help you get that set up. But your VIP is basically like a private group that you have with your customers, where you can share information, you can share special like deals, you can do all types of things with them privately that you cannot do on your public Facebook page. So I have some notes here. One of the things, probably the most important thing that I can tell you about your VIP is to stop thinking about it as a sales group and start thinking about it more like a community. People join your, or you add them to your VIP. They don't want another group where they're going to be sold to, unless maybe they absolutely love your products, which some of mine do, but they don't want to think of it as just another group where someone's going to be trying to sell them something. So I do post, sales posts in my VIP, but also I try to keep it more like community, like a group of girlfriends. My VIP is not huge. I think I only have like a little over 100 people in my VIP. I'm always trying to get more, but it's not a bad thing if your VIP is small. Like, it doesn't have to be like 2,000 people. So one of the things that I do is I try to add value. When I first started my VIP, I was really worried that people were going to think like, oh, she's going to be posting the same things here as she is like on her personal page. And that's not what I do. That's important to me, that I add extra value in my VIP by offering deals and things, content that's not on my personal page. So some of the ways that I do that are like, exclusive deals and offers. I do like giveaways. I do, like, I tell them about bundles and sales that we're having first. But as far as getting that interaction, that takes a little bit of work. You can't just post in your VIP, sales all the time and expect that people are going to comment or interact. You need to provide other content in your VIP to get people interacting, get people commenting. So some of the things that I do polls, I post like interactive posts where I ask people for their opinion. I do like memes, I do all kinds of things. But remember to stop gearing it towards makeup 100% of the time. It's okay to post makeup, polls, makeup, memes, that kind of stuff in your VIP, but don't keep it makeup 100% of the time. Just like on your personal page, you want to provide value to your customers, and makeup 100% of the time is not the way you're going to do that. So for me, what I did was I started going live in my VIP, which I know that some leaders will tell you not to do because they'll say it's a waste of your time. It hasn't been a waste of my time. I don't do my makeup in my VIP. I do that on my personal page, but I do go live in my VIP and just talk to my my group, even if it's not about makeup. I go in and I talk to them about, things I've got going on. I do talk to them about things that are coming up. I try to keep my VIP like VIPs. You guys are my VIPs. You're going to hear about everything first. I'm going to give you first access to any deals that I have. If I'm doing a breakup sale, if I'm doing like a special thing, I'm going to offer it to my VIPs first. And they know that because I tell them that. So that's another way that you can provide value in your VIP. I give away a lot of free stuff. That's not something that you have to do. I sometimes will have items that are part of bundles and I'm like, I already got 3 of these, I don't need to use this. I'll throw that in a box and I'll use that as a giveaway. People love that. No purchase necessary giveaways. Like, people are obsessed with that. The other thing that I have started doing, which I actually copied off of one of my friends who's not a Younique presenter. She is a Keep collective designer. She has a super interactive VIP, and I've actually learned a lot from her, and we've had like lots of conversations. We kind of feed off of each other, but she has so much interaction in her VIP because she asks for it. So when you're making posts, always ask or like prompt your customers to provide some sort of response. Don't just post and say like, oh my gosh, this bundle, you know, $79. Like, make the post and definitely advertise the item, but ask them, you know, like, which color lipstick would you choose or whatever. Always prompt your customers to provide some sort of response, because the way that groups work with notifications is even like crappier than, you know, Facebook in general. Most of the people in your group are not going to get a notification when you post. The way that group notifications work are either they've subscribed and said, I want every single post, you know, notification, which most people don't do that. But the other way is posts that get a lot of interaction. So the more comments on a post, the more people that are liking and loving and laughing at posts, like those are the posts that people are going to get notified about. So when you're doing posts in your VIP, always think about how you can get your customers to comment on the post. Those posts are going to be, you know, boosted to the top, and people are going to start getting notified about it. Even if it's, you know, not about makeup. And my cat just like fell out of a box or something behind me. Talk about you. That's one thing that I have started last month, in November, doing differently in my VIP is I just started telling my VIP about me and about my life, because quite frankly, they follow you because they like you. Same with on your personal page. When you talk about yourself and your life in your live videos, they're not watching your videos because, you know, you're a pro at makeup, and, you know, they're watching you because they like you. They're drawn to you about for some reason. There's something about you that they love. So give them that, you know. In your VIP, when you do your quick little live videos to tell them about a deal, you know, tell them about your day. Help them get to know you so that they can, you know, think of you as a friend. The more they interact in the VIP, the more they're going to get notified about future posts that you make. Another big thing that I do is I tag people in posts. If I know a customer has been waiting for a certain item to go on sale, I'll tag them in the comments and I'll be like, oh my gosh, girl, here, you know, like, for example, the bundle we have this month, the Kudos includes, you know, their choice of a liquid or a pressed powder foundation. Well, I have a customer wish list that I keep in my phone. Anytime someone says, oh, tell me when this goes on sale, I'm not going to remember that. So I have a list, and I write their name on the list, and I write what items, you know, they're wanting to grab when there's a deal or a sale. And so when I see those things come on sale or as part of a bundle, I'll tag them in the comments, and I'll be like, Felicia, here's your pressed powder that you've been waiting on. You know, it's here in the bundle. Because they're not going to see that post, chances are. So you have to do the work. You have to do the work to tag them in things that they actually, you know, may actually want to purchase. Don't just tag everybody and everything. But if there is something a customer has been waiting on, definitely do that. And then the other thing that I do, let's see, what time is it? It's 7:42. So I'm not sure when your other Zoom is going to be over, Jen, but I mean, I can keep talking forever and ever and ever. But, one of the things that I did last month was I created a theme in my VIP. So customers really seem to like that. So like, you know, and if you're in Lash Out Loud a lot, you hear Amanda talk about November to Remember. And so I made that the theme of my VIP. Now, Facebook groups just started a new thing where you can only change the name of your group every 28 days. So be like, you know, really think about what you want to call that group before you change the name. But I always leave my VIP name, and then I put like a dash and then whatever that month's theme is. So for example, my VIP is called Cosmetics by Liv, and then last month it was November to Remember. That way customers are notified that, hey, you changed the group name. So let me get in here and see what this is all about. What's November to Remember mean? And I also changed the cover photo to reflect that. So that's a fun little thing you can do to provide extra like value or like anticipation, you know, for your customers, because customers like, they like surprises, especially when they're like, you know, really good surprises and they get free stuff. But they also like just the excitement that, you know, you can add to their life by saying, oh my gosh, I know what the new bundle is. Like, you know, do you guys want to hear about it? And then what I'll do is I'll say, give me 10 gifts in the comments and I'll tell you. I did that every day of the Black Friday, 9 days of Black Friday. I posted a little like graphic with like a hint. And then I said, I know what it is, like drop your gifts in the comments. And then those gifts boosted that comment up or that post up so that more people got notified. It's all about getting your customers to comment. Just like when you do on your personal page, reply to their comments with a new comment. Keep those posts boosted, and the more comments you get on your post, the more people are going to get notified. That's probably was probably the most fun thing that I learned from this other girl that sells Keep is just the anticipation of new products, new deals, new bundles. You know, don't just blast them with, you know, whatever the deal is. Like, you know, make them work for it. The more that you get them to interact on your posts, the more other people are going to interact. So I guess to recap just what we've talked about so far is to make sure you're adding value. Make sure that you're not just posting a bunch of sales information in your VIP. You can post graphics, you can post all that stuff in there, but make sure that it's not the exact same thing that you're posting on your personal page. You have to give them a little something extra, or else there's no reason to be in your VIP. Generate interaction, so make sure your posts are prompting the customer to respond with some sort of answer, or, you know, tell them to drop their favorite Christmas gift or whatever. Do quick little live videos in there so that they can hear your voice and see your face. Don't do your makeup in your VIP, do that on your personal page, but you know, talk about things that are coming up. Talk about any kind of promotions you're going to be running yourself. You know, talk about like, I don't know, talk about you, talk about whatever is going on in your life. And don't be afraid to post things in there that don't have anything to do with makeup. And then another thing that I do a lot is I'm in Messenger with these girls from my VIP. I don't just post in my VIP and expect everyone to comment and interact. Like, you know, I'm all about making sure Facebook knows that I have a connection with that person. I have a relationship, so that they show my posts to that person more often. And that happens when they comment on your stuff and when you're messaging them in Messenger. And so if a customer, you know, likes a post or loves it or comments on it, I'll message them and I'll be, you know, I don't try to sell to them. I, you know, talk about, oh my gosh, isn't that, you know, lipstick amazing? Like, you know, I'm in love with it. Talk to them about the products, talk to them about, you know, why you love it. And those are also going to lead to your sponsoring messages. So it all like works together, guys. Like anything that we teach you to do individually is not just, you know, does not just serve one purpose. It all like feeds into each other. So when you're messaging these women from your VIP, you're building that relationship with them, like that relationship in real life, but you're also building that relationship on Facebook. And they're going to start getting notified about your posts in your VIP and on your personal page. If you're struggling to get customers in your VIP, it's easy to, you know, like get all excited and add a bunch of people, but you need to make sure that these are people who actually want to be in your VIP. So here's what I do. Whenever I make a sale. Sorry, my dog is down here looking at me like, ooh. Whenever I make a sale, I follow up with that customer and I ask them, you know, how they like the product. You'd be surprised at the number of people that'll be like, I don't know. And then, you know, you can get into a conversation with them about maybe they're not using it correctly. If you didn't ask, you'd never know. And they probably would just never use the product again and never order it again. So that's a whole other thing, but always follow up with your customers. And be upfront and honest with them. You know, make sure that they feel comfortable enough with you to tell you the truth. But I forget what I was going to say now about following up with you. Oh, about adding people to your VIP. So that's one thing that one way I get people in my VIP is when I follow up with them. If they tell me they love the product, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, I have this group. It's a private group that I share all my deals in. I always tell, you know, my customers in my group about deals first. I do like giveaways in there. You know, we have all kinds of fun. Did you want me to add you to the group? And then chances are they're going to say yes. Like, you know, they might not want added, but they're not going to tell you that. And so then you add them to the group and then you message them back and you say, okay, I added you. Make sure you go to the group and click join, because another Facebookism, they have to actually click join now to get notifications or to see everything in the group. So that's one way that I get people in my VIP. I really struggle with that in the beginning. I just tried to like add a bunch of people in it, and that really doesn't work. Maybe if they're like your best friend or your mom, yeah, but if they're just your average customer, you really need to ask them first, because one, they're not going to know what the group is if you just add them to it. They're going to be like, what the heck? And then they're going to think you're like a crazy person because you just added them to this group. So always talk to them and explain why they should be in the group, and then ask them, add them, and tell them to click join. Because the more people you have in the group that actually want to be in the group, the more they're going to interact. If you're just adding people, like, they're not going to get notified. They're not going to care. What else? What else do I need to tell you? Oh, you can share like your VIP group link. I don't usually have a lot of success with that. Sometimes I'll get like 1 or 2 people that join, but it's kind of hit or miss. So if you click the little like up like in the top right, the little eye in your group, you can share, and you can like share that right to your page. I usually just say, like, you know, when I'm having like a really big sale going on, I'll try to share it and be like, if you're not in my group, you're missing out. I don't tell them why. Again, I like to provide a little bit of like, you know, mystery and anticipation. But I don't usually get a lot of people that way. I get more people by asking them, going to customers and asking them, or people who commented on a post and then I messaged them and they were like, yeah, not right now. Sorry, I don't have that kind of money. Say, oh, okay, you know, no problem. Offer them a party, like, you know, offer them all this stuff, but also say, but I have a VIP group where I post about sales that I have. You know, did you want me to add you to that so that you can, you know about these sales right as soon as they happen? And chances are they're gonna say yeah. Like I've only had a couple people say no, don't add me to the group. So that is really how I do my VIP. Does anybody have questions about any of that stuff? I see there's only a few of you on here. Let me see. Oh. Does anyone have any questions? Like anything that they're struggling with in their VIP that they want help with? You guys are on mute, so you can unmute yourselves and ask questions if you want. You can put them in the chat. I don't know. The VIP group is a really great place if you're using it right. Jen, do you have everybody on mute? Like, can they not unmute themselves? No, you don't have to change the name. I was just saying, like, that's sometimes I do that to provide like a little extra. I don't know. I like to create like a theme each month. Because this month's kudos was called Glisten Up, I actually found a really nice unique graphic that says Glisten Up. So I made that my theme this month. I was just saying that if you do change the name, you're only allowed to change it every 28 days. So you used to be able to change it like every day. You used to be able to just go in there every day and change it, which, you know, I wouldn't change it every day, but sometimes I would change it a couple of times a month. And Facebook obviously caught on to that. And now you can only do it every 28 days. So whatever you pick, you're stuck with for 28 days. So, but that's fun. Customers like that. Let's see what else. You're welcome. Any other questions you guys have? I'm trying to think of other things I do in my VIP. But where VIPs come in like super handy is when you're gunning. I mean, they're always great all month long, but when you're really gunning for a promotion, like I straight up went into my VIP last month on the last couple of days and was like, guys, I know that you've bought a lot of crap from me, but I need your help. And they did. They came out and they were like, what do you need? Like, what can I buy? Because I've created that value for them. I've built that relationship with them, and these customers would like do anything to help me. And they know that I'm going to give them a good deal. I always tell people in my VIP, like, you know, I'm a bargain shopper and I want to give you the best deal I can. So, you know, that's my goal with this VIP, is to always make sure that you see the items you want when they're on sale and grab them. Like when I first started doing that, I was afraid. I was like, well, wait, that means people are going to never buy anything until it's on sale. But that's not true, because when women run out of makeup, they buy more. So don't be afraid to do, you know, like flash sales at the end of the month. Like, you know, if you're close to a promotion, like that's not going to turn off customers the rest of the month. The only way that happens is if you tell them about the flash sale like 2 or 3 days ahead of time. Then of course they're going to wait. But yeah, I think that creating those interactive posts have really, really helped me get more interaction in my VIP and get to know some of the women in my VIP. I think that there's probably like 10 or 12 women out of like 115 that are just over and over and over again commenting, but that's enough, because when they comment, you know, other people get notified, so it works out. Anything else, guys? Jen is like all into that video there. I don't know if she had anything to say or not. You're welcome. I don't know. Do you guys want to talk about anything else? I don't even know what Zoom she's on. Was there another Zoom tonight, like from Lash, that I didn't pay attention to? I actually, one thing I just did this crazy party with a friend of mine, a different friend, actually a cousin, who sells Keep, and we did like a joint party, and we did these stockings. Like, let me show you. Actual stockings. So you know how like, so we did these stockings, and they're full of stuff, like all kinds of stuff that we donated to our customers. And like every time someone placed an order, we added their name to the drawing. So we just did that drawing tonight, right before I came on here. So that was fun, but it was funny because there's 2 customers that both had like 7 or 8 entries into the drawing, because they just went nuts and bought everything, and neither of them won. Like the people that won had like 1 entry. So I kind of feel bad, but you know, it is what it is. But I just did that live video right before I came on here. So I'm excited to get that stuff shipped out to them. They're going to make some nice Christmas presents. Does anyone have any questions about, I don't know, anything else like breakup sales, like anything like that? I do that a lot. I'll probably do that with the kudos this month, just because most of my customers, some of them will spend, you know, a couple $100 on an order, but most of them don't. You know, they're spending like $30 to $40 on an order. So I found that it's best for me and my customers to break up higher price kudos like that. Okay, we can talk about that, Tara. So the way that I break up the kudos, and let me see if I got my little notebook here full of stuff. So let me see if I have a page I can show you that makes sense. Because this has been like, I have a system, but with the 9 days of Black Friday, it just got insane. So here's what I do. Okay, so this was from July, and I'll actually take, and if you remember in July, it had Hottie, it had Epic, and it had Cream Shadow. I don't remember how much it was, but for some reason I had a really hard time selling that one. So I'll try to push the kudos like as a set, but if you're not having luck, what I'll do is I'll make a list, and like, I don't know if you can see that, but I'll write down like kudos 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'll write down each item that's in the kudos. And so like down here, you know, I anticipated selling these ones, but I didn't. So this is what it'll look like when it's blank, and I'll write down Hottie, Epic, Cream Shadow, and then I'll advertise like all of these items individually in my VIP, and I'll price them out individually at whatever you know, I don't know, whatever the breakup price is. And when someone says, hey, I want that, I'll write their name next to the item, and then if there's a color choice, you know what color they chose. And this is how I keep like my breakup sales organized, because if not, like, you're never going to remember all this. So once I get someone's name beside all 3 items, or however many items are in a kudos, then I'll make the purchase. So I collect payment for those as they say, yes, I want this item, I want the Hottie, and I want it in the pink. And so I'll PayPal, you know, that person the total cost, and then I'll write like paid beside their name, and then I know, and then I'll move on like, okay, who wants the Epic? And you know, it might take like 3 or 4 days to sell all items. So customers know that when I'm doing like a breakup sale like that, it's going to take a little longer for them to get their products, because for one, I have to sell them all first, and then 2, I have to have them shipped to me. And then after I get them, I break it up, package them up individually, and ship them out. So that's how I do breakup sales. And for higher price bundles, they work great. Like I even did that with some of the Black Friday ones. Like, I don't know, the lipstick nail polish one. That was one that a lot of people for some reason just didn't want both. So I broke that up. I broke up the unicorn bundle with like the holographic. I mean, I'll break up anything. Like if customers only want one thing, I'm not going to say, sorry, it's not available individually. I'm like, you got it. Because I know that I can sell that other item down the road. It's just up to you how you want to run your business. It does sometimes require you to put in some initial investment in the beginning. Like if someone doesn't want that item right away, you might have to purchase it yourself. But it works for me because I always know that someone is going to want it down the road. No, I don't call it a breakup sale. I just say it's a sale. I mean, I make a little graphic, I make a little collage, usually that has all the items that are in the kudo. And then I post that with prices. And then as each item, like I'll say one of each available. Comment, you know, sold in the comments with the name of the item if you want it. And then people will comment sold, you know, Epic or whatever. And then what I'll do is I'll actually like cross out the Epic on the graphic. So if you, on Facebook now, it lets you like draw on your pictures. So if you click edit on that post, you can just like exit out, and then people know, you know, all that item's gone. That's how I do it in my VIP. Just remember, you have to do your breakup sales in a VIP.
What in the world that gum is Jen talking about?
It would be considered like a sale or a discount on your personal page. So make sure that you're doing breakup sales in a VIP. Did that help you guys? For breakup sales, you do have to collect shipping. So just keep that in mind. I usually wait until I have a big enough order that I don't have to pay shipping, like for unique. But you will have to ship it out to your customers. So like so like I usually charge like $3 for shipping to my customers, just because that's usually what it costs me, unless they're getting something like really heavy, you know, that's going to take a while. But
what are you doing in Jettle?
all right, I think looks like Jen is still on her other Zoom. I don't know if you can hear me, Jen, but I'm pretty much done. We talked about VIPs and some, so I'm not sure if she wanted to say anything else.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know.
I felt it coming.
Does anybody else who's on have any questions?
It's just straight water.
But what the smoking stupid with?
It's not that.
Okay.
No, they don't.
I don't
Put a little shit away now.
All right, guys, that's all I had. I think Jen must have me like the sound turned off or something, because
Couple weeks.
I don't think she can hear me. Did you have a question?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Thing is, I don't know exactly where I am supposed to be in, because I've done all the documents.
Mhm.
But I've done everything, and see, I'm still new. I've been with Unique for almost 5 weeks. It'll be 5 weeks tomorrow. And Tara does a really good job on helping me if I have questions. But the thing is, you know, I just have trouble understanding what I'm supposed to do more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know it can be overwhelming because there is a lot to do. If you've made it through the training document, then just keep, I mean, everybody runs their business differently. So you just keep showing up each day, just keep doing your videos, you know, keep messaging your customers, and that's really how you do it. I mean, it's pretty simple. It does take a lot of work, but like, you know, the actual like work that's required is pretty simple. You just show up every day and, you know, do your posts, do your videos, and message your customers. And
Now I've got another question, Olivia. Whenever we do our live videos, are we supposed to place those in our virtual parties that we make, or do we do those on our regular Facebook page?
I would do them on your regular Facebook page, because if you do them in your party group, only the people in the party are going to see it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I would do it on your personal page so that more people can see it and share it and interact.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Jen looks like she's paying attention now.
Hey, Jen.
She's actually watching she's on another call, but she was trying to like be on both. So I don't know if she can hear us. She might have the sound turned off on ours.
Oh. Yeah, I think one of her sounds is off.
Mm-hmm.
It was good watching you, though, Olivia.
Thank you.
Y'all do an amazing job, and I hope I get to be where y'all are at one day.
You will. Okay, Jen says she's almost done. So, I don't know. Does anyone else have any other questions? I'm just texting her.
Olivia.
Yep.
Do you have any recommendations or any advice on how to get people to be more active with like the pick a number things, like how they did like the Christmas stockings and the snowmans? I've tried posting them, but I don't get much results or anybody even commenting on it.
I would say take a look at like what time you're posting them, and like everybody's following is different. So one of the things you can do is like to I guess see when like most people are online is if you go into Messenger and you click on active, like at different times of the day, you can see like when the most people are actually online to get an idea of what might be the best time for your customers to post. And then also before you do those posts, spend like 15-20 minutes beforehand going through Facebook and commenting on other people's posts. It seems like, you know, oh geez, do I really need to do that? But it does make a difference. Sometimes we forget because we're so focused on like
See their house.
making our posts. And sorry, I'm reading the comments and I'm like, I get distracted. We're so focused on making our posts and getting our posts out there, we forget to comment on other people's posts. So make sure that you're actually, you know, being a good Facebooker and going through and not only just liking things, but actually commenting on other people's posts. You know, you can click on most recent and then go through and comment on those. So before and after you make your posts, make sure that you're going through and commenting. That'll boost your post up and help more people see it. Make sure that you're always like, you know, commenting on your own. I used to have a real problem in the beginning loving my own posts because I'm like, that's stupid. Like, who does that? But I promise it does help. So love, as soon as you make that post, go ahead and hit the love button and then comment right underneath it. And then that way, like, Facebook sees like, oh, right away, someone's commenting on it. If you can't get people to comment still, ask us for help. Like, go into the Lash Force chat and say, hey, can you guys go on and comment? And we'll go on and comment on your post so that it helps boost it up. But that always seems to help for me.
Olivia, I have one more question.
Okay.
Like, I remember Amanda saying that, you know, we're not only supposed to like post like, what do you know, like the pictures?
The graphics?
Yeah. What are we supposed to post then if we're not supposed to post that?
Post photos of yourself, you know, using the products. That's the best thing you can do. For some reason, Facebook doesn't like graphics, which are like pictures of the product, especially in like collages. You can also go on if you're in the group, the MM product results group, there are tons of pictures in there. You can use any of those pictures of women on the team wearing the products. So that's really what people tend to respond to the best are like pictures of people wearing the makeup. So like there's a lot of before and after pictures in there. You can also go on Pinterest and just type in like the name of the product or whatever and get photos of women wearing the products there.
But is it if you go on Pinterest and put in the product, is it from Younique or is it from a different company?
Well, it'll be Younique products, but it'll be of different like presenters wearing the product or different.
Oh, okay.
So you can just save their pictures and you can post those on your page if you don't have the product yourself to, you know, like wear. But the best thing is going to be pictures of yourself wearing the product because people that are your friends, you know, like seeing you in their news feed, not people that they don't know. So.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my God.
That's good, boy.
All right. I don't know if we should hang out until Jen's done. Let me ask.
Sorry, you guys. Okay, I just muted them. Sorry. Thank you so much for doing that. I'm sorry I was like this, but it's good. I recorded it, so I'm gonna post it into the chat. I was trying to listen to both, but this going on. But now I know how we're gonna do the sponsoring thing, so that's cool. So I appreciate the VIP and like good questions too, because you are seriously the only one with a Hopin VIP on the team. So we were just talking about that right now in this chat about how like crucial the VIP is, and like not waiting until the end of the month to be like, hey VIPs, now I need you. You know, like you got to start early and cultivate them. So totally good. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that they were both at the same damn time, but
That's all right.
I appreciate you guys. And if you guys are good, then I'll close it out. I'll wait till it uploads and then I'll put it in the thing.
Awesome. Thank
right.
you guys.
Cool. Thank you, Olivia.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Olivia.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you guys.